Hey everybody, Ben, Somerville Gardener here. Just got done moving a bunch of the landscaping timbers here from this row to making our little front line over here. And I am really excited. We got down to Jesup and Ludwig, Georgia yesterday. Just got bored, I guess, and started just driving towards Jesup. Really weird that you end up there. But if you're in that area, there's this place called Moody's. And hang on, let me show you this. I have been looking for a Cara Cara orange or a red navel orange, pretty much same thing, for, let me think, I don't know, 6 months or so. Finally was able to find one of these. Great looking trees, really nice, pretty green. I hope you can see that. Lots of fresh growth, sharp thorns. It's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the ground. But first, I've got a few Saba plants that need to come out of here. Some of these Saba bananas, these are some great plantain or cooking style banana. I've got 3 of them here. There should have been a 4th one here, but I don't know what happened to that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig these 3 up and move them on down the line so I've got enough room right here for my Cara Cara orange. I'm so excited, can't wait to taste one. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and sink my shovel in here a bunch of times, loosen this root ball up, see just how big this thing is. Ooh, it's about a medium-sized banana root ball. Whoops, and my bad. Well, go ahead and dig out some of this. So yeah, we got some good roots on here, and then this parent has a bunch of little starts. You probably can't see it from that far away. Let me get it up for you. So as you can see here, it's got a lot of fresh growth popping up here to the sides. So even though this main stalk probably isn't going to survive, it's got a lot of new starts. So we can go ahead and start letting those grow and then trimming off the extras because we only want 1 or 2 main stalks on this to make sure that we can get fruit here in a few years. Let's get it in the ground over here. Okay, so what I'm gonna try and do is line up my bananas with the row that I've already got started here towards the fence. And that's looking like about right there-ish. And then we want these to be about, oh, I don't know, 6 feet apart, which would put the row right about here. Hey, that's about spot on. Let's go ahead and just dig this spot out. And as you can see, I've got a lot of forest floor waste here, as I'm gonna call it. Pine needles, sticks, leaves from various people's yards, peanut shells from squirrels probably. Then it's given me, it's just got done raining not too long ago, with this really nice, rich, thick, black topsoil layer, which is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and dig a hole big enough to set this thing in. And just go ahead and set her on in. And bury it back. Sprinkle my forest floor waste on top. Covered soil is happy soil. Take some of these nice big thick clay bits and chuck them. All right, I'm not gonna bore you with the transplanting of the other 3. I'll be right back with you when I'm ready to stick that Cara Cara in the ground. You drop something. Now, for anyone that hasn't yet tried using either last year's leaves to cover up your bare soil or wood chips, I just want to kind of get in here and show you. This was just covered about a year or so ago, and the amount of black, nice topsoil that I have is amazing. And as you can see here, we got some nice healthy worms just kicking around in here, eating that up and just leaving some good. This guy's leaving us some nice earthworm castings all through here, as well as all of his buddies and his family, his friends. And I'm sure everybody's just wondering, why am I throwing earthworm Jim around? What did he ever do to me? But yeah, we'll leave him right there. I'm gonna go ahead and get this last, ooh, what is that? Ooh, it's a pine cone. Yeah, just, this will eventually break down into nothing, give us some nice good compost. But yeah, earthworm Jim there is going to eat that up for us, and I'm gonna get this last banana planted in here and then on to more fun things. And while I have you here, so these are some somewhat fresh wood chips, but as you pull these back, you can see these nice little strings right here. And this white stuff here on the wood chips, that's your mycelial fungus. That's what you really want. That's going to be the network that's going to bring nutrients up to your plants, get it out of the soil. It's going to feed off of these wood chips and the sugars that your plants are putting out. And that is some really, really nice, healthy looking stuff. There's just tons of it down in here. That is what you want. Good mycelial fungus. And over here on the bananas, I feel really bad for doing this. So this parent plant probably isn't going to survive. I don't know, it might survive. It is still kind of green going up through here, so that could survive. And it's got all kinds of pups started down here. I feel really bad. Ooh, whoops. Okay, I feel moderately bad about that. Just so hard to dig these things up, but I know that they'll be in a much better place, and we're not talking about plant heaven here. Much better place, getting it moved down over there. And I am really hoping that that last hole, that is a good enough spot. I'll have to measure it out because I got a persimmon right here, and then coming back over here in the other direction, that's where our very, very sad looking sanguinelli is. Hopefully it pulls through. Come on, guy, you can do it. Okay, got Mr. Earthworm Jim and his buddy all covered up. Tucked in my banana real quick, and all right, now we are off to the Cara Cara. Yes. I'm just really hoping that that hole that I had dug for the other banana is in the right spot, and I am worried that it is not. Let's count it off. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, it needs to go over just a few more feet. All right, so grab us a fancy stick here. No, this fancy stick. That looks pretty. Let's see how this looks right here. Now I just want to make sure that you can see me without, oh, it'll be, that's not a good bee. That's a wasp. Ooh, leave that guy alone. I don't have any of my trees out here in lines. Everything is curved and randomly placed because nature is not in lines. I don't want to see lines. I want it to be very natural out here, or as natural as, you know, a crap load of different fruit trees growing together can really be. So I want to make sure that we don't have anything going to be in lines. As I'm kind of looking around, it almost kind of looks like this, the what do we got? The Bella Georgia peach, and then maybe the other orange is going to be in there. So maybe I want to move it down even further, or maybe back just a little bit, because I don't want to see a bunch of trees in a line. Decisions, decisions. I think by just moving it up in here somewhere, it's going to be a little close to that Saba though. So many hard choices. Do you want something in a line with two other things, or too close to a Saba? Let's go ahead and just put it right back here. Let's measure that off just to make sure that we are not within 10 feet of anything else, and we are definitely not in line with anything here. But there's a zigzag line of Cara Cara, Bella Georgia peach, Brown Satsuma Select, Clementine Mandarin, and the Santa Rosa plum right down there at the very far end of the corner. Kind of going to be a zigzag, which is definitely better than being in a row. Let's go ahead and fill this in. We're just gonna put it there, deal with it. It is what it is. Where's my pretty orange? Let me set that over here just to see how it's gonna look. Cara Cara, Cara Cara, Cara Cara, Cara. I'm so excited about my Cara Cara. All right, I cannot wait to have oranges, hopefully by this time next year. Good distance from the bananas, good distance from our other orange, good distance from the peach. Not quite in line with anything, which looks very natural, but that should be good. And we're gonna get this over here all filled in with mulch over to here. So I think that is going to be a nice little fruit patch. Nice little fruit forest. I think that's what I'm gonna start calling it. My fruit forest. It's not exactly a food forest, it is a fruit forest. All kinds of fruits. Not a whole lot of vegetables. I'm not big on vegetables. I do like blueberries. And I like bees. Oh, not trying to scare you, bee. Yeah, get in there and get you some blueberry juice. Blueberry nectar, where'd he go? He flew away. He's camera shy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for my neighbor if you hear his little electric weed eater going. But we're gonna get this nice and raked out. That should be good enough. Dig us a hole. Dig my most favorite tree now ever. Or not really my favorite tree, but you know, sometimes you just think that something's your favorite because it was so hard to find, so hard to get. And especially when it's something that you really want to try. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig this hole out, get the Cara Cara in here, and then we'll take a look around the yard. And go ahead and loosen up the root ball a little bit. This is awful dry, but that's all right. We'll give her a drink of water here in a minute. Give it a little loosening up. Ooh, look at all those healthy roots right there. Gonna set it so it's just above ground level. Maybe sprinkling some of this extra dirt from the pot. There we go. Now it sets just a few inches up above ground level. Go ahead and backfill it in with some of this really nice dark soil we got going here. And big clay balls, unfortunately. Sprinkle this around a little bit. Oh, wow, that thing's got some thorns on it. Ooh, whew. And go ahead and backfill with all of our chips. And there we have it. Taking a look around, everything looks really nice and spread out. We got our other orange trees here. Take a step back. Doesn't look like there's much of anything in a line. And that's how it came out. That is real close to looking like all three of those are in a line. Not happy about that. But at least from this angle, looks like it kind of bounces around a little bit. Oh well, sometimes even nature draws a line. Let's go ahead and get the hose, give it a drink. Give this whole area a nice big drink of water. And while we're at it, we may as well give our bananas a bit of a drink. Make sure that they're settled into the soil real nice. There's one banana, two banana, and three banana all the way out here. Now let's take a quick walk around so I can see if I can name all of my plants again. Starting on the far side over here, we have the black tie bananas, then there's the apple bananas, the blue Java bananas, then the Saba bananas. In the mix of there, you've got taro, turmeric, and some ginger. Then there's some rosemary back there in that back corner right back there. There are 4 feijoa bushes, also known as pineapple guava, but I don't like that name because they are not guavas. There are currently 6 blue Java bananas right here. We got some lemongrass, again some taro, turmeric, and some other gingers mixed up in here. Have the black tie bananas. Then we have our Saba bananas, the Rajapuri bananas down there, and it'll be getting transplanted back over here. So all the bananas are together. Now we've got our red navel orange, also known as my Cara Cara. So happy about that, love that. Okay, so the Cara Cara, the Sanguinelli blood orange, the American beauty berry, the sunshine blueberry, Owari satsuma. That is going to be the Austin blueberry, a Camellia japonica, no, Camellia synthesis, it's a tea plant. Then there's the persimmon, looks like it's almost ready to start popping those buds open right there. Calamandan, an Indian sweet lime, the Methley plum. Oh, and check this out. We got our first official Georgia Belle peach flower right there. Been waiting for that one to pop open. Got a few more of them. There's one there, one right there, a couple of them right there ready to pop off. Unfortunately, we will have to take a few of those off so that there's only maybe 1 or 2 of those peaches per branch so that we can focus on root growth and foliage development. We have the brown select satsuma that I've already picked off a bunch of these right here. Just go ahead and grab them, give them a twist and pull, and yep, there we go. A lot of those are gonna be coming off. Again, so there's only maybe 1 per branch, if that, and I'm thinking maybe only 1 or 2 for this whole plant for this year. Then there's the clementine mandarin here. The very sad, I can't believe I ran over my Japanese Fuyu persimmon right there. The Florida King peach, the Jersey blueberry, Santa Rosa plum, that's the rabbit eye, it's the, don't tell me, pink lemonade, blueberry, brown turkey fig, bountiful delight blueberry, and the black mission fig right there. We missed one. All the way over here, we have the Celeste fig. Cute little Celeste. She got a couple little buds breaking almost ready to pop open and start growing for this year. And while we were out, we got a few more things that I've got up on the patio. Let's take a look at them and see what else I happened to find while I was out. Now, as I've said before, I am definitely going to be filling in that area as thickly as I can. This was a pothos that I already had given for free from another coworker. Split it up into a few different plants, trying to get it to grow, and it's going to be hanging up outside. And we're going to see if we can get this thing to grow year-round outdoors in Charleston or Somerville area. This was a, what do you call this? A powder blue blueberry. Kind of interested in seeing what that turns out like. And here we have a loquat. Let's give a. I've been looking around for just the right loquat where it had almost cardinal directions. I wanted to make sure that it could go north, south, east, west. And I'll probably end up clipping this thing either up here or right here at this main leader, just because I don't want it to be too much bigger than what it is before it gets really big and bushy. I want it right at eye level, in your face, bushy. Otherwise, this thing's gonna grow up, you know, super tall, real fast. Don't want that. And from So Exotic here, we've got the, I believe this is the single stalk, or single stem is the lemon guava. I finally got to taste one of these from somebody else, and I'm not all that impressed with those. So I'm really hoping that this strawberry guava is a whole lot better. It's the one with a couple stems going there. And then picked up a, let me think what this thing is called. That is a poha berry. So I'm gonna try and get some poha berries off of this. It's kind of like a tomatilla looking flower and fruit that it puts off. And then I was able to find a couple more figs. Got a Violet de Bordeaux fig here. And one that I was kind of looking for, the Beers Black fig right here. Got Beers Black, nice and short and kind of fluffy. And then a nice little tree, single trunk going here for the VDB fig, the Violet de Bordeaux. Told from other people on the internets that these are really good figs, as well as the Beers Black. I've had those before, those are good. So there's still a few more things that need to get planted out in the yard, but before we can get those planted out, gotta get that all taken care of back here. Yet one more weekend where we didn't get a chip drop. He said his truck was down. Unfortunately, it happens. So we'll go ahead and fill this in hopefully next week. And then we can go ahead and get our last few trees and bushes in. And then I've got to start finding additional things to start filling in between these, so that there's eventually going to be a nice little walk path kind of going through here, where it's then rows and rows and rows of bushes and trees and plants and a nice little fruity food forest. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you're interested in getting some more of these things. It might show up on your feed, it might not, but we'll take it one weekend project at a time. And I've got one more thing as an added bonus. So I happen to be at one of those flea market things I have around here, and picked up some lychees and got a pit right here. I'm gonna plant it right here next to the house. See if I can crawl under my dragonfly lights. Woo, and not trip over everything. This is just a mess right here. We got some ginger and some other things growing in here, as well as weeds, of course. But right here in the center, I'm just gonna shove this thing in about that deep. I have no idea if that's gonna pop up or not, but I'm gonna see if I can grow a lychee here in Somerville, South Carolina. May take a couple years to figure out if it survives or not, but stick around. We're gonna see if we can grow a lychee. Alrighty, and I will see you next time, I hope. And I really do not know if this thing's gonna survive outside, but Somerville, South Carolina, a golden pothos, I think this is. Really hope this thing survives. It'd be really cool, have pothos vines going all over.